Murray falling away. Rebound, Brown banks it home. Setting a screen. Bruce Brown, jump shot, one-handed, it's good, and a foul. Brown drives with confidence, layup, banks it in. Bruce Brown goes to the rim and finishes. Christian Brown did some good defense there. Bruce Brown drives and finishes.
So I'm from the best city in America, which is Boston, Massachusetts. And Roxbury, Massachusetts. Yeah, if you don't get good grades, you can't play on Saturdays, which is like, that's the only time I played basketball because I played football when I was younger. I didn't take basketball serious until
we could
high
all
school.
guess that one.
Until high school. And then I went to middle school, obviously in Boston. But high school, I went to two high schools. I went to Wakefield High, and then I went to Vermont Academy. Because when I was at Wakefield, I would have never qualified for the NCAA. So I had to get up out of there.
I wasn't aware of how legendary Bruce Brown is. And he's not a legend for basketball. No, he's a legend for this.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
After doing a VAR check, it has become incredibly clear that we do owe Blake Griffin an apology. Because the foregone conclusion that this is Blake Griffin Jr. does not appear to be true. Lana Rhoades has made it clear that her son is the son of an NBA player. And after running the numbers and going through every Lana Rhoades Instagram story ever, this is her first NBA shared post. And who is that? Bruce Brown. She was also at Game 3 between the Nuggets and Lakers, making a little bit of a joke. That is also Bruce Brown. Tag. Lana follows one NBA player, and that's Bruce Brown. And she's also hopped in his live that only had 240 people, so not a lot. I'm saying looking good. So yes, the VAR check has been completed. And we are sorry, Blake. That is not your child.
That is crazy, fam. Bro, how? How? Do you understand how much of a sucker you gotta be? Okay, I get it. Maybe you been a fan, right? So you like, shit, I'm trying to see what that do. But then you got up in there and you couldn't pull out? Yo, nah, bro. These athletes be tripping, fam. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Shorty was right.
So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just an athlete. They're really dumb.
Bruce Brown had a baby by Lana Rhoades. And apparently, Kevin Durant decided to tease him about it while they were playing. I think Kevin Durant said, "I know who your baby mother is." I'm just saying, allegedly, that's what he said.
Allegedly. They said KD said something about his old lady.
Yeah.
Now that's crazy, because apparently it disrupted Bruce Brown's entire game.
Valanciunas had it for a moment. No, it flies to Bruce Nuggets. And Bruce Brown and Kevin Durant jawing big time. And he has been thrown out of the game. And he's...
But again, you love it because he backs it up, the way he responds.
He'll catch, quick shot, three ball, down the hatch, his fifth, 29 for Durant. He's feeling himself.
Hey, hold on, this shit ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it is. Bruce Brown was feeling himself after he made a bucket. And then he got in KD's face like, yo, I'm him. And KD kind of looked at him like, bro, is you high? You don't know who I am? And KD is looking at him like, yo, bro, I know you. Because apparently they played on the same team. And that was the same time he was messing with Lana Rhoades.
KD has spent the summer soaking up the headlines, and he's still at it thanks to an adult movie actress. This is the crazy story behind Kevin Durant being the baby father to Lana Rhoades' child. Adult film star Lana Rhoades recently hopped on social media to throw shade at her baby's father, who just happens to be a star in the best basketball league in the world. I swear to God, I thought NBA players were nice guys. Next thing you know, I said I'm pregnant, and he told me to go F myself. Lana Rhoades. The Illinois native has never revealed the baller by name, but Thanks to some hoop fans moonlighting as private detectives, the truth may have been revealed, and the popular conclusion to the mystery man in question is none other than the Slim Reaper himself, Kevin Durant.
Accusations! These are not accusations. This is false accusations. And
we all need to apologize to Blake Griffin and Kevin Durant. We all know that Lana Rhodes had a baby, and she confirmed it wasn't NBA players, which was soon determined to be a Brooklyn Net. Now Rhodes posted a picture of Bruce Brown on her story with clapping hands. And remember, he was a Brooklyn Net at the time the baby was conceived.
So KD really knows him. So think about you playing on a team with a teammate and you know he a sucker for getting shorty pregnant, and a few years later he's feeling himself and getting in your face. It's like you gotta check him. And I think that's all KD did. And looks like Bruce Brown took offense because it's his baby mother. So it hurt his heart.
I wish there was fighting. I wish we didn't get fined, because I would have had some fun.
There was a line that was crossed from just being competitive tonight.
As a man, there's certain things you don't say to another man. Yeah.
As a man, you shouldn't wife up a bird. And you got to take whatever comes with that. This is what happens when you wife up a bird. And it's so sad because he was fake trying to crash out over a bird. At the end of the day, your baby mother is who she is. And regardless of how offended you feel when a person highlight that's your baby mother, that's a decision that you made, brother. Nobody told you to dump in that box. You made that decision. And as a man, you got to deal with whatever comes with it. But it's funny because regardless of how hard you try, people will not respect you as a man for doing that. Because once a man decides to put his seed in a woman like that, that's a man who doesn't respect himself. And this was KD's response to Bruce Brown.
Was there anything that you said that you felt like wasn't crossing a line?
I definitely wanted to cross the line tonight.
Yeah.
That's basketball. It's in between the lines. Ain't no respect, ain't no love, nothing. And people don't show love to me, they cross the line a lot with their physicality. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the game. Some people can talk and play, some people can't. I had to learn how to talk and play as a player. So I think Bruce is probably learning the same thing.
What did you say?
Nothing that should be talked to the media. He know, he heard, he understood. I understood. We had, we know what that is. We don't need to tell you about it.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. KD is a top troll. But here's the thing. You can't be mad at Kevin Durant. Think about this. Whole time, this guy was the one who got Shorty pregnant. He was the one who fathered her child. There were rumors out there that it was Kevin Durant and Blake Griffin. Not one time did he put his hands up and say, nah, y'all, I'm the dad. So I'm not quite sure if Kevin Durant or Blake Griffin came publicly and denounced that they were the father to her child. But it's the fact that he was Kevin Durant's teammate and he could have cleared his name in that situation by owning up to it. But instead, obviously, he was ashamed. And not only is he ashamed of his baby mother, it's also his soft spot. So Kevin Durant knew that he's an emotionally weak man. So during the game, when he started to feel himself, Kevin Durant put him in his place by reminding him who his baby mother is. Sometimes a man needs a reality check, and that's all that took place. But obviously, he's ashamed of his reality.
Part of the reason why I also respect the wishes of his father not to reveal his identity online. Like, I don't want to cause any issues for my son growing up, or I still don't even know how I'm going to address that situation to him because he's not involved whatsoever. So
the father?
Yeah, he's not involved whatsoever. Zero.
Like money, nothing?
Nothing.
Oh.
No money. I'm not seeing.
This is sad, bro, because the worst thing a man could do is be ashamed of his actions. You can't run from who you are. So at some point, you got to come out and pretty much be a father to your child, regardless of if you had a kid by one of the biggest corn star in the world. That is wild, bro. She got videos all over the internet, bro, and it's bad videos. Nothing but trains. Her face is getting painted. It is bad, bro. But that's still the mother of your child. So the more you avoid it, the more it's going to get bad for you. Now, what's going to happen is this. As of right now, Lana Rhodes is playing the victim, the single mother, and she's okay with doing that. But at some point, bro, she's going to come for you. I'm just keeping it real. So it's best to address it. Deal what you got to deal with right now with her. You'll figure it out. But to not be in your child's life because you chose to plant your seed in a bird, man, good luck, bro. But it will be wise to address it before years go by and she come for you and paint you in a bad light.
A lot of people will make comments like, why don't you go after him for child support or whatever? But for me, it's like all about protecting my child. If the dad's not interested in seeing your child, hasn't really shown to have a care in the world about him, and almost has like a negative mindset about it, I would then have to give him rights to my child, put him on the birth certificate, which he's not on, and my child would possibly have to go be alone with him without me, and I wouldn't be able to protect my child. And I don't know if this man is safe for my child to be around. So I don't take child support because I want to protect my child from this person that I barely know. Like, I'm not saying that he would do something.
Yeah.
But like, you don't know that, and he hasn't had the best attitude towards it. So that's why I don't, because I care more about my child than getting like a little bit of help.
She's already saying that you're not involved. She's already painting you like a poor baby father. And that's not a good look for a man, especially the type of woman that she is. I mean, your baby mother is famous. She is famous, though. She might be more famous than you. Matter of fact, she is more legendary than you. Think about that, bro. Your baby mom's is more legendary than you, but you're ashamed of her because of what she's legendary for. Man, sad. Fellas, be wise out here. And when it comes to choosing the right woman to have kids with, take your time and be extremely selective. You don't want to end up in a situation like this guy. Trust me.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.